Tubular tyres.
Oh, what a pain.
Internal cable routing.
Oh, God.
1 million bottom bracket standards.
Oh, the worst.
And carbon fibre everything.
Kill me now.
It's fair to say, Ollie and I have seen a fair few tech innovations, gadgets and gizmos over the years. Some have been successful, some maybe not quite so much. So we are going to go through the bits of tech which we think should get in the bin and go and die. Ollie's up for it already.
I'm going to start with a pretty bold statement here. Pretty controversial one.
Yeah.
I just wish, like, so many different bike types would just die. Do we need so many different types? I mean, you've got, like, road bike, aero road bike, lightweight road bike, commuter bike, gravel bike, all-road bike, aero gravel bike, time trial bike,
Commuter bike, urban bike, fitness bike, city bike.
hybrid bike.
You name it, we've got a bike type for it. Now, admittedly, the differences between all of these different types of bikes is admittedly pretty small. And unless you're riding on tons and tons of varied terrain, which is really specific on certain days.
He's like Bambi on ice.
Or you perhaps just got loads of money floating around spare and you want to buy loads of bikes, you could arguably get pretty comparable performance from just having one or two different bikes and then tweaking the setup of them ever so slightly. Yeah. Tubular tyres next.
Absolute crap.
They've had their day with amateur and pro riders, but since the development and progression of clincher and tubeless technology has evolved so much, it really does feel like tubular tyres don't no longer feel like they have to exist anymore. I mean, tubular tyres are no longer the fastest option, and therefore, if you want to go racing, you're also going to be hard pushed to see any pro teams using them.
Absolute faff.
Yeah.
And sure, there are a couple of advantages.
Yeah.
Right? In the interests of fairness,
Yeah.
they're a bit lighter.
Okay.
Right? There's the retention of the tyre on the rim.
Yeah.
It's glued on, it stays on if you get a puncture. It doesn't always stay on, you can still roll a tubular tyre.
Fair point.
But it's more likely to stay on than tubeless. And tubeless can be a faff to set up.
True.
But you don't have to run tubeless, you can run inner tubes. But the overwhelming thing is that all the R&D and development is with clincher tyres, and that system is a lot more practical if you get a puncture. You don't have you're at the side of the road. And yes, it might be a little bit heavier, but it's not all about weight. Rolling resistance counts for more than the weight difference. So, for example, if we take Geraint Thomas riding the Monte Lusari climb at the end of the Giro, where we lost the pink jersey, spoiler alert, that is a super steep climb. But I've modelled it.
Of course.
And I've looked at the power differences and the rolling resistance differences. So on that climb, 500 grams, half a kilo, for Geraint Thomas is worth around 10 seconds. Right?
Yeah.
The difference between tubulars and clinchers is not 500 grams. It's less than that.
Okay.
But then 5 watts difference, which is what you can gain in rolling resistance, is worth like 19, 20 seconds.
Almost double. That's crazy. All right, well, you've proved your point there. Tubular tyres can go away and die. Internal cable and hose routing is a concept which manufacturers came up with in order to keep bike shops alive because no sane person would have the patience to sit at home.
Is that a fact or a conspiracy theory?
It's a conspiracy theory. And I'm just kidding. No, the reason behind internal cable routing is 1, to help improve aerodynamics of bikes. 2, is just to help make bikes look a lot cleaner and smarter. And now, 99% of the time, I'm all for internal cable routing and hose routing, but the 1% of the time when I've got to repair my bike, change some parts, or pack it up to go on a cycling trip, I absolutely hate internal cables.
You know what? I'm an idiot sandwich. I tore the cable on my rear derailleur on my Di2 on my time trial bike.
Yeah.
Now, ordinarily, that would have just been a 5-minute job to fix that.
Okay.
But now, I've got to take the whole bike apart to do it.
Do you know what else you've got to take out to get to that? Bottom bracket, which leads us on nicely to the next bit.
Bottom brackets. There's about 1 million different bottom bracket standards, and I wish they would all just die, and I wish there would just be one. Now, I'm going to give you a list of some of the bottom bracket standards. Here we go. You ready for this?
I'm ready, hit me.
Conventional, BSA threaded, square taper, Italian threaded, BB90, BB95, BB86, PF86, PF92, BB30, BB30A, OSBB, BB30-83AI, PF30, OSBB, that's a mountain bike standard, PF30A, PF30-83AI, BB right, that was on some Velos. BB386 Evo, BB386, T47, thread fit 82.5, SRAM dub.
What even is thread fit 82.5? Never even heard of that.
Well, it's apparently better than all the others, because that's what they all are. They're all apparently superior, stiffer, light, better than all the others. That's what they all claim.
Each one says it's better than next. And I'll tell you what else happened.
What?
Press fit bottom brackets flooded the market. Which I get in some circumstances, but you've got to have specialist tools to press them into the frame. And if you don't have the specialist tools, or heaven forbid, the frame isn't quite made to the exact precise tolerance.
Creaky,
you can run into some nightmares. Do you know what I'm all for? Which is a more recent thing for me. I'm all for threaded bottom brackets. Threaded bottom brackets, beautifully machined metal cups that have quality bearings pressed into the cups, threaded into the frame, home mechanics dream. Can we please have threaded bottom brackets seen more often on bikes?
Amen to that. So next up, carbon fibre, right? Carbon fibre is great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Carbon fibre frames, like the things, they've transformed bikes and made them stiffer, lighter, more aerodynamic, amazing, right? But the problem is that that'd be great if they just sort of stopped there. But no, they've just decided the Illuminati cycling conspiracy people, the marketing Illuminati people, that we want carbon fibre everything. So I just wish that carbon fibre products that are not suitable to be made from carbon fibre would die.
They just don't need to exist. There's loads of stuff on our bikes which everyone is like, get it in carbon. It doesn't need to be made from carbon fibre. It might not be the best material for it. It might be that it's better made from metal, machined from aluminium.
Yes, because metal has ductility. Carbon doesn't have that. It's not malleable.
All right, and whilst it's good for some applications, less than just get rid of the
Carbon
idea.
chain rings.
Yeah, to be fair, they could get in the bin.
Yeah. It's going to wear out in 3 seconds.
All right.
I've seen carbon bolts. You can get carbon bolts.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
What does that save? A tenth of a gram?
Amazing. Well, there's some of the main things that we wish would go and die, but that list isn't exclusive because there are also other areas of bike tech that just occasionally we like to hate on ever so slightly. So let me go through some things here. We've got 1 million different mech hanger standards. We've recently just had a new one invented. Why are there so many different bolt sizes and types on one type of bike? Can we just have 1 or 2 different types and be done with it?
It'd be really good if a bike just had 5mm Allen heads on everything on the bike.
Or just a 5, and if it was a small, you just use a 2. Yeah. Integrated hidden brakes, like rim brakes. They're just awful to work on.
They've died though.
They have
died.
They have actually died, yeah. That's cool. Super skinny or super wide road bike tyres. No, just stick to that middle ground, play it safe.
Yeah. 32s on a road bike.
Well, even going wider than that now. Behind the saddle bottle cage mounts.
Actually, they're more aero if you're a triathlete.
Yeah, but I don't like them still. It might be more aero. It's not aero when you have to stop pedalling for 5 minutes to have a drink.
You don't, you just reach around.
Okay. Rear-facing car sensors. I just don't get it. Why do I need to be told on my head unit that there's a car behind me? I know there's a car behind me. I'm riding on the road.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah. Because if the car is coming up behind you and is going to ram into you and ram you off the road, that sensor isn't going to stop it.
It's just happening. And then finally, on a personal level, I kind of like to hate on anything to do with triathlon ever so slightly. Yeah, sharing that thought?
Yeah.
What the f***?
Were you there the whole time?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Did you hear the bit where we said we love flippers?
No, I didn't. I heard about the rear sensors and then triathlon. Yeah.
Sorry, GTN. Sorry, Mark. Those are the bits of tech that we wish would just die. As I said, it's not exclusive, so let us know in the comments section down below what bits of bike tech you hate as well.
Noisy rim brake, noisy disc brakes.
Yeah, noisy disc brakes can absolutely get lost.
Yeah.
Right. We're out of here to go moan about even more stuff. See you later.